With the first pick, the Portland Trail Blazers select Greg Oden.
No Oden, no problem. Portland's blazing a trail to the top of the West. The NBA's hottest team on the regular season's biggest stage.
And the winning streak is at 10.
With the second pick, the Supersonics select Kevin Durant.
He's the most exciting rookie in the game. Now Kevin Durant brings his magic to Christmas Day. One more stocking stuffer next on ESPN.
Into a three for the win. It's already good. You gotta love it.
Welcome to Kia NBA Shoot-Around.
He's the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year, the second overall pick in the draft, averaging almost 20 points a game and building a clip reel of memorable moments. Seattle's Kevin Durant getting ready to square off with last year's Rookie of the Year, Brandon Roy and the Blazers. They're off to a 10-game win streak right now, the longest streak in the league this season. Sonics at the Blazers. One last NBA Christmas gift for you coming up next here on ESPN. And with that, we say Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Hope you're having a safe and happy holiday. Thanks for spending some of it with us tonight. Welcome to Kia NBA Shoot-Around. Hope you save some room for dessert because it should be a good one out in the Pacific Northwest. Stan Verrett here, along with Stephen A. Smith and Jalen Rose to get you all set for it here on Kia NBA Shoot-Around. And Jalen, you know the drill on Christmas. 3-0 on Christmas as a player. What did it mean to you to play on the holiday?
It's very exciting. It's the most festive day of the year. It's a celebration of Christ. It's about family. It's about fun. It's about opening gifts on Christmas morning and going out being 3-0 on Christmas Day when you know the world is watching. The most important day of the year to be playing basketball.
For me, it was all about watching Michael Jordan personally. I mean, I just couldn't tell. I mean, you just knew every Christmas Day you were going to see Michael Jordan hurt somebody's feelings and say, go home and continue to open those gifts because I'm about to ruin your Christmas Day. That was the most fun for me.
Yeah, Christmas was never any fun for Jordan's opponents most of the time. The Sonics and Blazers, game 3 of a triple-header on ABC, ESPN Family Networks. Lakers and Suns, the second game. That's Trevor Ariza putting it down. And Kobe Bryant impressed with that one.
Knicks probably still wish they had him.
And when that happens on Christmas Day, the world is watching.
And then Ariza probably impressed with Kobe getting there as well. And the Lakers with a 102-95 lead right now in the fourth. Time for our opening tip. LeBron James in the holiday spirit today. He dished out 12 assists to his teammates, 25 points as the Cavaliers rolled over the Heat 96-82. Bulls have been one of the more disappointing teams this season. Now it will be up to someone else to turn them around. Chicago fired head coach Scott Skiles yesterday after a 9-16 start. And the Blazers, well, they're blazing their way through December. They have 10 straight wins. They haven't won 11 straight since 2002. The youngest team in the NBA is a game out of first in the Northwest. And tonight, it's a matchup of the 2 youngest teams in the NBA. And for more, let's head west to Portland and check in with Mark Jones and John Barry, the guys who will call the game for us. Merry Christmas, guys.
All right, season's greetings to you and yours, Stan Verrett. You know, all up and down the Interstate 5 corridor from Seattle to the north, 2.5 hours on the road to the south to Portland. Snow has been the order of the day, but there is a tangible and palpable sense of anticipation for this run tonight. Look at Portland, the story of the year so far in the NBA. Early in December, they were 7 games out of first place in the Northwest Division. Then they rip off a 10-game winning streak. They haven't lost since December the 2nd against San Antonio. Right now, just 1 game out of first place in the division, trailing the Denver Nuggets. Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Jones, along with John Barry, Rick Bucher, joining us in just a few moments. You know, John, the last time that Portland was this close to being in first place, guys like Rasheed Wallace, Bonzi Wells, and Scottie Pippen were sporting the Blazer colors. But the guy that they talk about now for Portland, Brandon Roy, a super sophomore.
Well, he's been sensational, but there's more to this run than Brandon Roy. The bench has been great. LaMarcus Aldridge has been great. But look at these stats, Brandon Roy. Across the board, nobody playing better. The 2-time NBA Player of the Week is getting the job done. And hey, Greg Oden's not here, but it doesn't matter. This Portland team is fun to watch.
Yeah, Nate McMillan may be an early candidate for Coach of the Year. That's not an overstatement when you look at what he's done with this 15-12 team. Meanwhile, their opponent tonight, Seattle, has never beaten Portland on Christmas Day, 0-4 all time. But Kevin Durant, last year's college basketball player of the year, going to be doing a lot tonight to buck that trend.
Well, this is certainly the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year. He's been great this season, and he's getting better each week. PJ Carlissimo loves the maturation process of him, just under 20 a game. And he's got a lot to hold up now. He's got Ray Allen's out of here. Rashard Lewis is out of here. This Seattle team doesn't even know if they're going to be back next year. Kevin Durant doing a terrific job of being the face of this young franchise.
And it's a responsibility that he takes seriously. Durant saying that got a lot of pressure to perform well today on Christmas Day with friends and family making the trip. Season's greetings, everyone. And the fans looking forward to this run tonight against the Sonics. Back to the studio.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys at the top of the hour for the ball game. And mixed results for these two teams on Christmas. Seattle 0-10 all-time on Christmas, and Portland 12-1. But everybody talking about that run that they're on right now, 10 in a row. Jalen, what's been the big success for them so far?
When you're a young team, a lot of things that you don't do on the floor are masked by when you play against a veteran team. Well, this young team takes care of the ball. They share the ball. They shoot high percentages from the field and from the free throw line. Oh, and by the way, they have super sophomores, LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy. They got guys like Webster coming off the bench making plays. They got Jarek Jack. And this team doesn't use the excuse that we don't have Greg Oden, so we're not going to get it done this year. We're going to mail it in. He's a combo guard. He has an old school feel to his game, has tremendous instincts and demeanor out on the floor. This guy's going to be a star in the making. So all you fans out there, go buy your Brandon Roy jerseys while they're hot.
Well, let's keep in mind, fellas, that there's something to be said about having a nothing-to-lose mentality, because when Greg Oden went down, you're the Portland Trailblazers. The attitude is we have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. Keep that in mind. I spoke to Nate McMillan earlier this week, and one of the things that he mentioned was the fact that Brandon Roy is now being treated like a superstar. He's getting double-teamed. He's getting a primary defender placed on him. He's being trapped all the time. He is getting the superstar treatment because he is a young star in the making, and the reality is his poise is tremendous. He's even keeled. He's always cool. He has arrived in the NBA as advertised. And while I just finished praising the great Michael Jordan, the player, the executive is the one that passed up on Brandon Roy so he could grab somebody like Adam Morrison. I kind of think he's having second thoughts about that. Would it just be me? Is that far-fetched?
Probably just a little bit. Here's a guy who's been a Western Conference Player of the Week 2 times in a row in the Western Conference. That's big time.
Yeah,
he's a bad man.
And Roy is leading Blazer Mania back. They've won 7 in a row at home, and they're 12-3 at home on the season. Looking for another win tonight over the Sonics at home. All right, lots more to come here on this Christmas edition of Kia NBA Shoot-Around. High-octane showdown at Staples. Kobe Bryant makes his 9th straight Christmas Day appearance. We got 4 highlights from Suns and Lakers. Plus, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, Heat of the Cavaliers, looking to jumpstart their seasons after disappointing starts. And Kevin Durant gives us an inside look at his game-winning shots. Get to know the most exciting rookie of the game. You're watching Kia NBA Shoot-Around.
Kia NBA Shoot-Around, brought to you by